Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving deep into something pretty wild, how AI is being used to generate entire YouTube videos from scratch. We're talking viral shorts, complex motion graphics, the whole deal. And we're going to focus on a really powerful tool that's making a lot of this possible, Claude Code.
So, here's our game plan. First, we'll look at the incredible results people are already getting. Then, we'll unpack the step-by-step workflow they're using. See exactly how a simple sentence becomes an animation, peek under the hood at the tech powering it, and finally, check out how you can build your very own custom AI creator.
Okay, so first things first, why is everybody talking about this? Well, because the potential here is just staggering. We're seeing this huge wave of what are called faceless YouTube channels, the ones without a person on camera, and they're being run entirely by these AI tools. And the numbers they're pulling, they are absolutely astonishing.
I mean, get this. There's one channel that makes the exact type of animations that tools like Claude Code can whip up. It's got over 100 million views, and its estimated earnings are north of $200,000. This proves this isn't just some neat trick for a side project. You can build a whole business with this stuff.
And it's not just a slow burn either. The potential for going viral, right away, it's huge. There's another channel, a history one, that pulled in over 1.6 million views with just its first 3 AI-generated videos. So the big takeaway is, this isn't some far-off future idea. It is happening right now.
So how are people actually doing this? It's not just about typing in a random prompt and hoping for the best. The channels that are really crushing it are using a very structured, very repeatable system. Let's break down what that workflow actually looks like.
It's really a smart 4-step process. It all starts with channel analysis, where the AI literally studies successful channels to figure out what works. From there, it moves to topic ideation, generating new ideas that have a high chance of going viral based on that data. Then comes visual scripting, and this is really important. It's not just a script for a person to read, it's a blueprint for the visuals, scene by scene. And finally, asset generation, where the AI just goes and creates all the images and animations you need.
And this right here, this comparison, is the whole revolution in a nutshell. The old way? Days, maybe even weeks of work. You've got manual research, writing, designing, animating, not to mention expensive software and the skills to use it. The AI workflow? It crushes that entire process down to minutes. It makes high-quality video creation accessible to pretty much anyone.
All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty and look at a total game changer for animation, Claude Code. When you pair it up with specialized plugins, which are basically like little power-ups that give it new skills, you can go straight from a simple text prompt to a finished motion graphic.
And it all begins with something as simple as this, just a plain English instruction. You don't need to know code, you don't have to be an animator. You just describe what you want to see, just like this example, making a chart that shows how the wealth of the richest people has grown.
And boom, here's a shot from the final product. The AI doesn't just hand you a flat, boring chart. It generates the entire animated sequence, text and all. A special plugin, in this case one called the Remotion Skill, takes the code that Claude generates and does the heavy lifting, turning it into a slick, professional-looking animation that's ready to go.
So, how in the world does Claude Code actually pull this off? Well, the magic isn't just in the AI model itself. It's in this hidden architecture that basically acts as a custom brain and memory for every single one of your projects. See, inside every project, there's this hidden folder called .claude. You can think of this as the AI's command center for that specific project. It's where you can give it rules, teach it custom commands, add new skills, and even set permissions for what it can and can't do. It's like giving each project its own highly trained AI assistant.
And this customization is super flexible, happening on 2 main levels. The project level config is your team playbook. It's stored right in the project, so everyone on the team is working with the same set of rules and commands. But then you have a home-level folder, and that's like your personal cheat sheet. It stores all your global preferences and shortcuts that follow you no matter what project you're working on.
Now, just using Claude Code is one thing, and it's incredibly powerful, but the real next frontier is building your own custom apps on top of it, using what are called software development kits, or SDKs. This is where you stop being just a user and actually become a builder.
And there's a really important distinction to understand here. There are 2 different SDKs. The client SDK is kind of like being handed a monster V8 engine. You get all the raw power, but you have to build the entire car around it yourself. The agent SDK, on the other hand, that is the whole car. It's a ready-to-go agent with tools for reading files and searching the web already built in. It gets you on the road way faster.
And this just opens up a whole new world. With the Agent SDK, developers are building tools that go way beyond a simple chatbot. We're talking custom apps that manage your entire YouTube workflow, agents that analyze your analytics and spit out marketing reports, or even agents that just live in the cloud, creating content for you 24/7.
So let's just recap. We've seen the viral results. We've walked through the workflow, we've looked at amazing tools like Claude Code, we've peeked under the hood, and we've even glimpsed the future of building your own custom AI systems. It all boils down to one final thought. The tools to automate and scale your creativity, they're not science fiction anymore. They're here. The only question left is, what are you going to create with them?